All right. Okay. Gen Z's addiction to locking in, quote unquote. Why did you just say that, bro? Why would you just say that?
This year is my year. I'm gonna delete Instagram and focus on my goals.
Low key, bro. Hold on. First off, let's turn this shit the fuck up.
What's that? This year is my year. I'm gonna delete TikTok, wake up at 6 a.m., start a dropshipping store, do some push-ups, and finally get my shit. This year is my year. I swear I'm gonna delete TikTok.
Bro. Hey, yo, this is low-key just how it is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes, bro, we all got that.
Now we got to do something else than reacting to some BS.
Oh, well, good thing you're not the streamer, nigga.
Wake up at 5 o'clock every...
Get a load of this guy. Get a load of this guy, the fuck, nigga. Wait, let's clap. Let's clap it up for that. Yo, get a load of this guy. What, you want me to react to music, nigga?
Smoked up on stage 3 in 5 minutes.
Wait, you dead ass? Wait, be honest. Are you serious?
Every single morning. Meditate, journal, manifest my dreams.
You know how to do something else on this stream.
Yo, you know how long this fucking reaction is gonna be. Are we serious or no? We are? Yes? If Smoked Up is coming on stage, bro, I'm gonna pull that shit the fuck up. All right? We might have to put this on the back burner. Matter of fact, give me 5 seconds to see if this nigga's capping or not. Give me 5 seconds to see if this nigga right here is cop. I gotta look up YouTube. We gotta click Summer Smash. They're not even dude, they're not even live. Dude, they're not even live. Nigga, they're not even live. Sir Rager, he deadass posted on a story. They're not even, Sir Rager, they're not even live, bro. Is he getting promo time, gang? Hello? Like, is he getting coverage? I just looked this shit up. It's saying the whole live stream starts at 2:20. Oh yeah, we're gonna be there by then. Yeah, we're gonna be there by then, bro. Oh God.
Dump everything into an NFT, get rich in crypto, and then I'm gonna find. Okay, this year is my year. Waking up at 4 a.m., going on a dopamine detox. I read Atomic Habits, taking cold showers, listen to a few Huberman podcasts, so now I know I'm ready for. This year is 3 a.m. up, 5 side hustles.
Yo, this is why I don't do like New Year resolutions, bro. That shit never works, bro. On God, like I fucking hate New Year's resolutions, bro. Cause you gotta treat every day like you gotta get that bitch, bro. Like you hungry, like you a fat kid or something.
Sauna. I still gotta delete TikTok. This is my.
Have y'all niggas ever had a cold shower for real, for real? No way they couldn't, bro. Said, yo, it said 2:20, gang. Like, what the fuck?
This year, I swear I'm actually locked. This year, wake up at midnight, straight into an icy lake, starting my personal brand, 10-mile run backwards, push-pull legs, Arnold split, deleting my entire phone, no friends, no distractions, 4 years of monk mode. I will locking in. A term that mainly Gen Z has been making popular recently, which can be summed up as just getting serious. To lock your attention onto a single thing.
Bro, you got and that thing can be like the NOX Scrap Club, Spiramy, Swoopy, Buffalo Bang and Protest
serious stuff, like playing a video game or trying not to laugh at something serious. But I want to lock in, focus, get it, never mind. On the more serious side, that when someone says they're gonna lock in, it means to really get your shit together and focus on whatever thing you want to achieve, which is typically a big goal that we have for ourselves. Usually referring to things like going to the gym.
Bro, it's just so easy to like fucking procrastinate though, bro. It is so easy to like fucking procrastinate. I have a question. Why do I feel like this gonna be some bullshit? Why do I feel like this gonna be some bullshit, bro? Yo, go ahead, bro. Dude, it's so easy to like procrastinate though. You feel me? Like it's so easy to just like continue the whole trend of just not doing nothing, gang. Adrian the Goat, shout out to you, my guy. Let me read. Hold on, y'all. I gotta read this shit. For my graduation, can you pull up in black forces and punch my principal because I physically can't do it? Because I physically can't do it. I pull up in black forces and punch my principal because I physically can't. Came from TikTok. Adrian, you're literally the GOAT on God.
Holy shit.
What? Wait. Punch my principal. Nigga, are you a cripple? Can I say that? That's not a slur, is it? Can we get back to what I was saying? Wait, what state is that?
Studying or something related to money, whatever. And on its own, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this at all. Locking in is necessary for doing anything.
Heart emoji.
Not banned, bro. I'm literally not banned, bro.
The problem with locking in is that it's only useful if you actually do it.
Poor snort Chaltom, do art which version of Diddy Blood?
What does that mean? Descent, what the fuck does that even mean, bro?
Barely anyone does. We've all had that 2 a.m. motivation.
I don't even know what language that is, bro.
We wake up and just start pacing in our rooms. When we saw a video of someone our age making $150,000 a month and they buy their parents a new house with a Rolls Royce. So we start planning on becoming a millionaire in 6 months. We start researching and watching videos. Maybe go do a couple of push-ups and squats. We delete TikTok and Instagram from
Yo, a lot of the shit is just like mental, low key, bro. A lot of the shit's like locking in is just like mental, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like
our phones, maybe even pull out a journal and write down some plans about something. And we swear we're gonna go to the gym tomorrow. And then we go to bed, wake up, we're down on TikTok the next day.
Completely fucking forget about the shit.
Over and over and over.
Completely fucking forget about the shit. Completely forget about the shit, my nigga. Completely forget about that shit, gang. Yo, dude, I was a victim, gang. Well, I still am a victim sometimes. Like, yo, there's still mad times where I'm like, God damn, I do not feel like editing today. But you know what? I gotta do it. I literally have to edit, bro. I'm forced to. I'm like, fuck. Do y'all think out of all these 30 days, there wasn't a single day I woke up and I was like, bro, I do not want to fucking stream today, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, nigga, my ass cheeks hurt, bro. I can't walk, bro. My throat is congested,
so,
nigga.
word on the street, you've selected me as mod, and if that's true, I will gladly thug shake every time we get a follower.
I don't think nobody said that, bro. I don't think nobody said that.
And,
mod applications. Exclamation point mod, by the way, for the new niggas. Exclamation point mod, if you want to be mod. I gotta let the shit marinate.
I know you like the BBC, you freaky boy. Don't hide it.
It sounds kind of funny because we all kind of been through it, but in all seriousness, it's insanity. It's demoralizing. It gets beyond frustrating when time keeps passing, but for some reason we're not where we want to be in our lives.
If we're not on time after sent
when you haven't locked in like you swore you were gonna do, and now it's 2025 and you're in the same spot you had been for over half a decade. When
yo, can you type a 1 in chat if you're fucking tired of Descent film, bro?
Your literal
I'm tired of this nigga's bullshit, gang.
I'm saying you're gonna do something, and you don't even believe or trust yourself anymore. Like, it's not even sadness or anger. It's just numbness. But why exactly does that happen? Like, why is it so difficult to do the things we swear we want to do? Yet it's so easy to do the things that we know won't help us long term. And it's not even like we don't want these things.
Bro, it's like a dopamine thing. No Lil Tecca, bro. No Lil Tecca, but low key, like, yo, that was fire, bro. Hey, no Lil Tecca. Yo, shout out to Lil Tecca. Yo, I'm gonna be here all night. I'll be here all night. Thank you. Wait, no, it's just like, it's a dopamine thing, bro. It's literally just like, it's built to stimulate your brain. It's built to just hit that spot, bro. So every time you scroll, it's just, and then you scroll one more time, it's just, bow. When you use one more time, it's bow. And it just don't stop, bro. That's like, they like perfected the algorithm.
Don't even know how to get them. Because if you have an internet connection, which you have to be for watching this video, you can easily figure out exactly how to get exactly what you want out of life. Hundreds of millions of people have that ability, but then why can't people do it? Why can't people focus? Why can't people stick with something longer than 75 days? Why will 90% of people live the same year over and over and over again? Why can't Gen Z seem to lock in? Well, first of all, it's not just Gen Z who
shit hurt my
but
hand
almost every human for all time. Because focusing on long-term goals outside of survival inherently goes against human nature and the way our minds work. But more on that in a second. And second off, why exactly is locking in so important? Because if you research different people who've done anything worthwhile in any domain, they all got there doing different things during different times. But the one common denominator,
Angel and Adrianth got 360 are low-key hurting my feelings.
Between all of them is intense focus over a long period of time.
See, Descent, you wanna know why they're hurting your feelings? Because you didn't lock in. That was another good one. Yo, that was another good one. This is the only shit. Yo, y'all can only find this on the Chaltom channel. Yo, thank you once again. Yo, I'm gonna be here all night. All night, my nigga. I'm gonna be in this bitch. Yo, that was good. That was good. We're learning. We're anticipating.
On one thing, which is definitionally...
Bro, because it's easier to say it than to do it. It's easier to say it than to do it. And sometimes to do it, bro, is just fucking exhausting, bro. But, like, the other side of it being exhausting is, like, I don't know. It's just how it is. Sometimes you got to suck it up. You got to eat that dick up, my nigga.
That's an actual word.
Who said it was going to be easy, gang?
If you want to become world champion, you need to lock in. If you want to revolutionize personal computers, you need to lock in. If you want to lead the civil rights movement, you need to lock in. If you want to make legendary films, you need to lock in. Even if you don't want to change the world, you just want to have a family, provide for them, be in shape, and live a simple life, you still need to lock in. Because we all have a certain amount of energy and time. And if
Facts.
you spread out this energy evenly amongst 1,000 different seeds, the most impressive thing you'll ever grow is 1,000 blades of grass. But if you're actually able to put your energy onto one thing, sure, you might not have 1,000 blades of grass, but the one thing you will have is an oak tree. And this idea of locking in.
However the fuck that, hey yo, I'm not gonna lie, he lost me completely with that, but I get it. I get kind of what he just said.
Is so ingrained in us that it's been seen throughout several stories and myths throughout history. Like, for example, the Buddha. He lived his life of luxury and comfort so he could sit under a tree and fully focus on finding enlightenment. And monks are basically the definition of being locked in. They remove all distractions and everything that brings temporary, mindless pleasures so they can focus on finding peace.
At some point of like this whole like streaming YouTube shit, I'm gonna have to take a break. Are y'all gonna miss me? Be honest. At some point, I'm gonna have to take a break, bro.
Also why we have the term monk mode, which is just another version.
If y'all see my screen time, bro, my screen time gets crazy. I had to put a fucking timer on my shit, dude. Like my apps are locked, bro. Can I show my shit is literally locked, bro. Like look at this. Nigga, this is TikTok right now. Bro, it's gotten bad, bro. It's gotten real bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like fucking Shams. I'm the Shams of Chaltom.
Of locking in. Even a lot of philosophers talk about removing distractions and focusing on what's actually important in their lives, and how chasing temporary mindless pleasures gets you nowhere long term. Because even eons ago, they understood that having your energy spread all over the place.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide? No escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
And leads to an empty life.
Yeah.
And also in almost every single story with a hero's journey, they have to lock in and focus relentlessly on changing into a better person.
Facts.
Or overcoming a huge obstacle. Even in a lot of shows or movies or entertainment, if you think about it, a lot of the time, a lot of people's favorite or most memorable parts is when the character gets serious, when their eyes change. And
those are the best parts, bro. Those are the best parts when they put everything aside and they like, nigga, let me focus. Look, what did Jordan do when he was getting beat the fuck up on when they was putting meat to meat? That nigga said, let me get in that motherfucking deal. That nigga said, I'm trying to lock the fuck in. Bro, this is at 12:25, bro. Yo, this is at 12:25. Yo, I was dead locked the fuck in, bro. And I still am, bro.
You can tell that they don't care about anything else other than the goal, especially in sports when an athlete is in the zone or they have tunnel vision.
God.
And they just.
And this nigga was locked the fuck in. Oh my God, he couldn't stop, bro. Oh my God, yo, Curry dead could not stop, bro. That nigga was pulling from fucking everywhere, bro. Like, oh my God, like, yo, that's dead what we gotta be doing, my nigga. Like, look at this shot that he just fucking took. Look at this shot that this nigga just fucking took, and he hit that bitch.
They just. Even if you look at different biographies of people in the not too distant past, or motivational speakers, or people who are alive today, they all mention the focus, the grind, the locking in. How they went through periods of relentless focus and they removed distractions so they could really get shit done. And how even during those moments, even though they weren't all sunshine and rainbows, they look back at those moments in admiration because it molded them into becoming a better human being. And I think locking in is something that we all subconsciously strive towards because we all know.
On Charlie's car, I have more hair than him? You don't have more fucking hair than me, nigga?
That is the closest answer we have to
none of y'all have more hair than me, bro.
Big question, how to be happy. Because if you've ever actually been locked in, or you've gotten into a flow state, or just have gotten lost in the progression of an activity, you know that it's one of the best feelings that you can experience. Not buying something, not doom scrolling, not giving into instant gratification and pleasures, but the climb itself towards a worthy goal that we decide on, even if it's hard.
I have an Afro gang, watch out. Victory hand emoji.
Oh my gosh, yo, when you're on a roll, bro, dude, that's like the best feeling, bro. Oh my God, it's like being a shooter on the court and you just can't miss. Like you just in that fucking mode, bro. On Clay Thompson shit.
Basically, locking in.
Yo, 910 angle, you are literally Hispanic, bro.
And easy even.
You do not have more hair than me. You look like too slimy.
But if we all know it's important, not just important, but necessary.
I'm shooting a free throw, bro. What the fuck?
That was real gay, my nigga. Cut that out.
Makes sense. redeemed it, nigga. Just redeemed it.
It's been around for eons, and today we have more tools and information to
IW free throw cause you low-key dick rode me a bit there, appreciate you.
mold ourselves into whoever we want to become, then why doesn't it work?
Nah, you're right.
Like, obviously it does work. Folks will never hurt you. But then why do 95% of people never actually get the results they want to? Why can't we lock in? Okay, well, there's 4 big reasons why locking in doesn't work for most people.
Because there's so many distractions, bro.
Most people have no why. Most people don't even start with a reason. The purpose of why they're deciding to lock in. They say they want to change, but don't even know why. Like, why go to the gym? Why start a business? Why study? Why make money? Why wake up at 4 a.m.? Those things are not bad to do at all. But if you don't have...
A lot of it stems back to money. A lot of it's just like, they just want a quick bag, bro.
A damn good reason.
Sometimes, bro, a lot of the times, like, you know what I see a lot, bro? I see a lot of people that want to be like, they want to do content or some shit. Or they'll ask me like, what the fuck can I do to, I don't know, bro, to talk to the camera better on YouTube? Yo, there's no step by step, bro. You just gotta fucking do it, bro. A lot of the shit takes fucking time to like get good at. You can't just get good at shit like that, bro. You're not just gonna get money like that. Like, that's a bad mentality.
Doing them, you will not do them by yourself long term, because we all have this thing called a brain, and your brain is going to control your automatic baseline behaviors. And your brain is brilliant, but it's also lazy. Not because it's trying to be lazy, it's just because it's trying to be efficient. And your brain doesn't care about anything except surviving long enough to reproduce. Everything else, it will put in as little effort as possible. And your brain will always automatically focus on 2 things: needs and wants. Needs are different things.
I was gonna say titties, but that has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about.
Breathing, food, water, shelter, safety, like stuff like that. Your brain will literally fight to the death to meet these things. Like, literally, it will put your life at risk and put you in danger until those needs are covered. This is why you usually see people doing extreme things during life or death situations, because your brain is no longer messing around.
You have fight or flight.
Thing needs to get done. And then there are wants. Things that don't need to happen, but your brain still wants them. I like to think about these things as pleasures, dopamine, and comfort. But because it's efficient, it's always going to go towards the lowest hanging wants first. Pleasures that are the easiest and fastest to get. So unless you actively try to fight it via awareness or willpower or discipline, whatever, your brain is just going to do whatever it can to keep you alive and then chase short-term...
Okay, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing this nigga now.
You die. Just try it for a day. Just let your brain make all the automatic decisions. You're probably going to do nothing the entire day except just sit there and survive and just give into instant gratification activities and just be lazy. Anyways.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. All it takes is like a little bit of all it takes is a little bit of like a little bit of discipline, bro. You know, all it takes is a little bit of discipline, bro. And it's mad hard. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you get into that routine or you get into like that like comfortable state, bro. Yo, I was comfortable for a mad long, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I was comfortable for mad long. Yo, sometimes, bro, I still am comfortable, my nigga. Yo, bro, do you know how many hours I put into playing PlayStation? Y'all know how many gameplays and all types of shit y'all could have got, bro? How much like could have came out of that shit? I'm dead getting mad at niggas. I'm playing 2K getting mad at niggas because I'm not hitting my wide open shots.
Bit of die. Never mind, I'm a shooter free throw.
Yo, let me get back to what I'm saying, bro. Listen. So, yo, listen. Bro, I used to get mad as fuck playing a game, getting shit on. I'm like, yo, bro, I wish I can get better at this game. You spend all your time getting good at fucking Madden. For what? I remember, bro, I played a nigga one time, was mad as fuck, beat him the next time. He said, yo, nigga, you acting like you getting paid from this shit. I said, damn, you're right. I am a fucking loser. I said, nigga, you are literally right, bro. You are literally right.
The reason
I'm like, yo, my priorities are fucked the fuck up.
Hard to focus on boring things, especially long term, is because our brain is fighting us the entire time. Because it doesn't
miss that free throw was like minus like 8,000, bro.
Understand why we're trying to force it to do something it doesn't need to do, because it doesn't care about 8, your goals. The things we want to achieve are not needs, and if it's not a need, your brain will default to going towards easier wants. Like, you don't need to get in shape. You want to. You don't need to start a business. You want to. You don't need to do a lot of things because the world can handle all of that for you. And the stuff you want out of life will make you feel good eventually, but The path to getting there is long and boring, uncomfortable, and risky, and your brain hates those things, especially when it can feel good instantly all the time. So unless it's truly important to you and your brain, you will inevitably fold. Think back to whenever you're working on anything. Automatically, probably several times, your brain will ask you, why? And if you don't have a good answer to that question, your brain will just slowly turn off.
Bro, my thing is literally editing, bro. That shit takes so fucking long, bro. That shit takes so fucking long, bro. It's so OD. But the positive is like the outcome of the video. You feel me?
Those times whenever
the positive is like the end result of the video. When you go back and watch it back and you're like, damn, I like that.
You had a good why for
Fire.
something.
Damn, it's like
it feels
that.
like you have almost this unlimited restless energy.
It's
like, have you
smoked up on stage right now or no?
ever had a day in which you had something huge planned for the next day and you were able to wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning with almost zero effort? Almost like your brain automatically woke you up. It's because you were actually excited to get up because you had a strong reason why to get up. Versus the days whenever you hype yourself up with some empty promises, you don't plan anything, you don't have a why, you just saw someone else doing it, and now that 5 o'clock alarm goes off and there's going to be a 90% chance you're going to hit snooze and go right back to bed. And it is kind of corny, but it's that quote where it's like, any why can be any how. Because if you have a strong enough why,
any why can be anyhow.
Holy
Any why can be anyhow.
will do it.
Any why can be anyhow.
And the reason why it can be good or bad. If someone put a gun to your head, is one of those things we've heard our entire lives. And it shows us that we will do crazy shit we don't want to do if you have a good reason behind it, even if it's negative. Yes. Same with if someone gave you $1 billion, shows the crazy shit we will do trying to chase a huge reward. But most people usually have neither of those. They're just floating around in the middle. They don't have a pain they're running from or a huge reward to chase. So a big reason people can't lock in or focus on something long-term is because they don't even have a good, strong reason why behind it. Like, they're
just on cruise control.
Be something bigger than,
or sometimes, a lot of times, bro, it's like, sometimes, like, a lot of times it's like, some people just don't do it because they're already like defeated, bro. They're already like beat. Like, in their head, it's already confirmed. Yeah, y'all know when y'all hoop in school, right? Y'all know, say you're on fucking the JV team or something, and at some point you're like, damn, I'm not gonna make the NBA. That's kind of like what it is. Like, they already got the, yeah, damn, this shit is not gonna work out. So it's just like, fuck, I guess I gotta, I don't know, I'm just gonna go with the flow, whatever I can do now.
Or I want a six-pack. But like, why? And why that? If someone says they want a six-pack, but don't really have a good reason why, then there's a 90% chance they just won't do it. But then if someone says they want a six-pack,
I thought you were the bald boy.
Because they're
First off, nigga, I was on sophomore team because they was holding me. Second off, nigga, I played one game on JV and they put me at the 5. Guess how many fucking fouls I had? Guess how many fucking fouls I had, nigga? Bro, they put me at the 5, bro. I told y'all, I'm not lying when I say I can play 1 through 5, bro. I am not lying when I tell y'all I can play 1 through 5, bro. They put me at the 5, gang. Guess how many fucking fouls I had, bro? I was really out in that bitch. I'm not gonna lie, like, yo, I was doing niggas like Montrezl Harrell.
Bully their entire lives, and they want to prove to themselves that they can do it. That's a much stronger why that will push them to do
What's so crazy about the 5, bro?
Shaq could palm you like the ball.
That they don't want to do, even when they don't want to do it. For most people, the goal disappears for themselves as soon as they put their phone in their hand. It's not something that's so important to them that it bothers them not going towards it. Something so important to them that doing anything outside of the progression of that goal seems like a waste of time.
And sometimes, bro, a lot of times it's like FOMO. Like, fear of, like, missing out.
Something that would be the last thing on their mind whenever they go to sleep and the first thing on their mind whenever they wake up.
Yo, I used to have that shit all the time, especially, like on Snapchat and shit, bro. Yo, now, if you ever were to Snapchat me something, bro, I'm never going to see that shit. I'm not going to lie, bro. If you don't text me, bro, I'm never going to see that shit. Like, I can't do it. Like, now to the point where it's like, why the fuck would I even care? Why would I even put so much effort into it?
Thing and focus on it. Then locking in becomes almost automatic because then you simply do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. Most people never have a bigger reason other than voice on the internet told me to take cold showers, and then are surprised whenever they can't keep it up. 2, most people have extreme short-term thinking and low attention spans. Most people see locking in as a quick sprint, not even 100 meters.
What's like the good thing about cold showers? What does cold showers do?
sprint, more like a 40-yard or a 20-yard dash, when it's actually an ultra marathon that never really truly ends. If you are trying to reach a goal that takes years, a few weeks of effort isn't going to do anything, no matter how much effort you put in. Most of the goals we have for ourselves are pretty big, highly variable, and don't have a clear path. And it's probably going to take hours and days and months, maybe even years of trying before any results begin to show. You have to front load so much effort before you'll be rewarded on any of that effort. And the modern world has trained us at every step to expect everything to be instant and comfortable. And this combined with our highly efficient, lazy ass brains make being instantly comfortably numb addicting. I've already talked about it a lot in this video, but social media, especially short form content, has fucked our attention spans to the point that focusing on long-term projects becomes damn near impossible.
Yo, my shit is fucked right now, like real. Yo, I can't even load up Netflix, bro. I'm not gonna lie, my shit is so fucked, bro. Like, I can't even load up no other like platform, bro. It's actually insane, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. But gang, like when it comes to like, if I'm like, shit, yo, that show is on Hulu, bro. Let me click on Hulu. I end up right back on YouTube, bro. I don't know how the fuck it happened or why it happened, bro.
We've been taught that if the reward doesn't come in 10 seconds or less, we can just swipe and find something else that will satisfy us. Even outside the screen, the world is full of comfort and convenience, and basically anything you need for survival can be yours faster than any point in the history of ever. And
I know about to ask something. Don't ban me. Are you a guy? What? Are you fucking serious? Bro. Obviously the fuck not. Like, hello? I can't believe that shit.
And just continues to get even faster and faster. And this is fine when it comes to general comfort and quality of life, but it does skew our perception of other things. And this is very, very noticeable whenever we remove all of our phones and distractions and we try to focus
than Slay Queen.
on something that takes longer than 10 minutes. Because like you can't put the grind in 2x speed. There is no skip button. There is no real life montage that fast forwards a month in 3 seconds. If things get boring and hard, which they will, you can't just swipe to
slow motion is better than no motion, nigga. Slow motion is better than no motion, nigga. Slow motion better than no motion. Sometimes the fast motion, you can't even keep up the fast motion, nigga.
Better moment. And since most people expect to become a millionaire in 2 weeks by opening a dropshipping store and reading 25 pages of Atomic Habits, like it's no wonder why a lot of people fail, because they didn't do the right things long enough. I remember whenever I was 12 or 13 years old, I wanted to get...
Holy shit. This probably looks like 50% of chat right now.
Abs. So I did some research on YouTube and I found one of those 6-minute ab workout videos. And I did what it said, but I got really mad at the very end because it said I had to repeat everything I just did 4 times. And I thought I got scammed, but I didn't realize until I got older that it's repetition over time that builds results. Because like the video wasn't lying. Like if I would have done what the video said, I would have gotten abs. But it wouldn't just take 1 set, but maybe like 600 total sets over the course of months before I started to see a really huge difference. But I didn't know at the time that if you just do the simple things, the things we try to avoid over a long period of time, that's what builds results. Anyways,
you gotta make those the only options, bro. You gotta make those the only fucking options, my nigga.
We are in a constant search for a shortcut, the easy way out. But today, since we have so much access to the internet and information, we can stay constantly trapped looking for the next shortcut instead of just doing the things we know we need to do. We will waste more time looking for that shortcut rather than just doing the actions we know we should be doing. But that doesn't sound cool. That's why whenever you hear about it, whenever you hear about someone locking in, it's usually for like 75 days or for 6 months. But if you really think about that,
oh my God, bro, I got family members that's been telling me they gonna be losing weight, bro, and they've been saying this shit for at least like since I fucking known them, bro. On God, like sometimes, bro, this shit just get OD. But people like that, you just I don't know, bro. They gotta find out for themselves.
It doesn't exist. Like yes, time exists, but 6 months doesn't really mean anything because now is the only moment that you exist.
But I've low key been so locked in, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I've low key been so locked in for the last part. I did like my circle is literally like my girlfriend only, bro. It's literally like my girlfriend only. Like I did like I don't even think I have no circle, gang. I wake up, there is nothing but content going. There's nothing but content getting posted. I see no IRL people in real life, bro. I see nobody, bro. Literally, I can't do it, bro. I can't do the bullshit no more. Because so many people are just bullshitting. You feel me? So many people are just bullshitting.
It just comes down to what you're actually doing now in this moment. Because what happens after 6 months? If you can actually pull through the actions, like, does it stop? Are you finally done?
Not even
there is no
mom.
point in which you're going to reach the point.
Dude, come on. Like obviously my fucking mom, dude. Like, what?
Which is like, oh shit, you know, finally did it. Now I can chill and do nothing, because the next day will always come. So in a real way, there really is no true finish line. This is usually why trying to do something unsustainable will never work. Whenever people say they're going to lock in, they're not trying to do something long term. It's just a quick burst.
Fuck no.
A quick burst might work for specific situations. Like,
Never, bro. Never, bro. I love Pooh Zion. Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Yeah. No, bro. It's just like the fucking tweet, bro. It's just like the tweet of the nigga that was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I want to be a content creator so bad, but if I don't blow up in the next 50 videos, I'm just gonna quit. Fuck it. It's like, bro, I can't deal with that shit no more, gang. I can't deal with that shit.
like craving for a
Yo, so I got ads. Let me restart my first message.
test, or you know, might help once or twice. But
What?
those who make it don't do quick burst. They just
Smoked
do.
Up still not on
Sprinting
stage?
won't get you to the end when the road wraps around the entire earth. Like, I'll use David Goggins as an example. He runs a lot, as we all know. But
Literally
usually
not.
if you watch him run, especially in the middle of those
Literally
like 100-mile long races, he is not sprinting. He's not hauling ass. He's keeping a pace that he can constantly maintain over the course of the entire race, which might only be around like 4 or 5 miles per hour, not a 15, 20 mile per hour sprint. Because he knows that if he does do that quick burst that we all try to do, he will fail. Because if you know before you even lock in that you're not going to focus on it long term.
This is getting me in my fucking bag, bro. Hold on, wait. This is getting me, I gotta sit the fuck up because I'm hearing them, bro.
You might as well not even start.
Oh, God.
It's easy to get hyped and do the right things for a day or two. But what about day 67?
Oh,
month
God.
13? Like, is it something you can do until the end, until you actually reach your goal? It's better to put in 30% effort for a year than 110% effort for 2 weeks. 3, it's a performative mindset. Like most things, people like to declare shit before doing shit because it makes them feel like they did something. Like, it feels good to say, I'm locked in, or to post about it, or to say that you're going to go ghost on your Instagram story. But doing all that doesn't mean anything happened in real life.
On fucking literally facts, nigga. Facts. Rook, are you listening?
It doesn't mean you're any closer to your goals. It can be the first step, but if it's not followed up by action, it doesn't matter. For most, locking in is just another feel-good statement. Most people care more about how others perceive them than their perception of themselves. And once again, this is a human brain thing. Like, we are social creatures and we care about what other people think about us.
Yeah.
But sometimes we focus way too much on how we appear to be doing versus what we are actually doing. And whenever we tell the world that we're locked in and people celebrate us and hype us up, our brains make us feel like we did something, even though we didn't do anything. That's why it feels good.
At fucking all. A nigga will tell you he's locked in and then go smoke 2 roaches back to back, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you even saying, gang?
Post stuff instead of actually doing stuff, to make plans and journaling instead of
Nigga will say he locked in and go get his groceries on fucking installments, bro.
actually doing
This
what
shit
you
is
wrote
insane.
down. To do the little weird habits like cold showers or meditation or reading some popular self-help book. Why it feels good to watch someone else be productive even though we haven't done anything. Just because you see someone else waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning doesn't mean you waking up at 11 a.m. is the same thing. It's so easy to trick yourself because you feel inspired. You
What the fuck do you mean go? What do you mean go full screen? You have some things to say.
feel like you've been to the gym. You feel like you bought the Ferrari. But if you zoomed out and you watch yourself in third person, all you did was sit there and just
For one, you be yo, bro. What the fuck is up with y'all today, dude? Yo, what are we even talking about, my nigga? What are we talking? Yo, Poop Zion, what are you talking about? Niggas, Nightbot does not speak for me, gang. Nightbot does not speak for me. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. No, I don't. Nightbot is not me. That's not me. I don't know what that is.
consume content for an hour.
I done told y'all to stop giving Nightbot fucking commands.
Now, a little asterisk. I think content like this is fine to consume if you're taking action alongside it, and it's just helping you keep the fire hot. if you're going to be on social media for hours every single day or listening to podcasts, whatever, it is better to be consuming a bunch of self-improvement stuff rather than brain rot. But for most people, they're not even using it as a supplement. They're tricking their mind into thinking that alone is actual progress. It's all performative.
He's still not there.
Like, people say cool things like, I want to become a millionaire, but they don't even pick up a book. Don't even make a plan. Don't even learn what money actually is.
What do you mean see? What do you mean see though? Like, what are you talking about though, bro? This is the thing I'm saying. Yo, bro, this is the thing I'm saying. I'm not the only person that can make commands.
They don't change anything. They don't try. They keep swiping on TikTok. And they think the best way to make money is to start a clothing brand with $50 or YouTube.
And the clothing brand be fucking ass.
With faceless AI slop. They have no plan, no goal, no knowledge, no long-term strategy, just a temporary emotion that will fade just as quickly as it came. And then most of the time, the trigger for someone locking in is watching a David Goggins TikTok yelling at them, calling them a bitch. And that might keep you going for a few hours, but it fades very fast when things get actually hard. If the cue for you locking in comes from something else other than yourself, you will fail. If you need someone to tell you to lock in, then you're not actually locked in. And most people don't know how to actually work on something outside of the things they're told to do. Most people will put more time and effort into pleasing someone else rather than focusing on the goals they have for themselves.
Oh my, yo, this nigga has been fucking cool. Yo, this nigga has been fucking Why, how did I get called a Fruit Loop? How am I getting called a Fruit Loop, bro? Yo, literally facts, bro. Stop giving a fuck what other niggas have to say about you, bro. These niggas do not know you, nigga. This nigga don't know you, gang. Nobody know. These niggas don't know you. They don't want the best for you, my nigga. You gotta get what you want. What you fucking want. How you gonna let a nigga tell you that your dream's not possible, nigga? How you gonna let a nigga tell you that what you're trying to do is impossible, my nigga? When they ain't never done shit in their life. The fuck?
For example, if someone was told to be up earlier at their job.
Yo, Puka Zion, what do you think this is? Do you think I'm some type sim?
At 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m., they would be there at 6 a.m. But then if they made the same promise to themselves that they'll be at the gym at 6 a.m., they would sleep in and miss it for the third week in a row. Basically, a lot of motivational lock-in stuff is usually advertised as fun, high energy, feel good, hoorah. But if you've actually done something on your own, you realize it's the opposite. It's boring.
Yo, do we actually think I'm a female? Yo, was that nigga being dead ass? Yo, do we actually think I'm like a female, bro?
It's hard, which is why it's difficult to stick with it, especially when you're surrounded by so many other pleasures and distractions. And if the only fuel you have is motivational TikToks or Instagram Reels, you will fail. And 4, most people have unrealistic expectations. Let's say you're locked in for 6 months. People expect those 6 months to be perfect and smooth.
Cutting Smokies set they just added 20 minutes to the timer. Face with bags under eyes emoji.
Wait,
face with bags under eyes emoji. Face with bags under eyes emoji.
Wait, did he already perform? No way.
I think that the second they say the words out loud, I'm locked in, the universe will change.
The way you walk will confirm it? That's my normal animation, bro. That's my normal animation.
Change, and it'll be a perfect road. That one day they're just gonna start and it's gonna be this magical ride, and then get blindsided when they run into a problem 5 minutes later. People want fast, easy results. So when someone works on something for a month and sees nothing, they give up. If you ever worked on a project,
getting fucking demotivated
alone, whenever no one else told you to do it, and you actually did it and stuck with it until the very end, you realize that it took much more time than you thought it would in the very beginning, and it took more energy than you originally expected it to. 99% of your time was spent in quiet frustration and self-doubt, and there were at least 100 little roadblocks that could have stopped you at any point. It's difficult. It's hard. It actually challenges you. You're taking on a task that literally nobody is telling you to do, and you don't even have to do it. And when you reach the end, you realize why so many people never do anything long-term. Because there's a massive difference between acting like you are something versus actually doing it.
He has socks on. He's definitely a femme. I mean, it's June for a reason. Shit.
The hype and the theories of how to be productive versus actually...
No. Wait, never mind.
Throwing all of yourself into a task and getting lost in it. You start to understand that there is no secret. The only thing
Facts.
you can do is do. It's not a Rocky movie when you do 5 push-ups and the whole crowd is cheering for you. It's usually dark and quiet and boring, and it's usually very lonely and unmotivating as hell.
You can't just build muscle off one workout.
Holy
You can't just build muscle off one workout.
You're gonna constantly feel like you're behind, doubting yourself every step of the way, wondering if what you're doing is even worth it, and
So
if you
you
should
are.
stop. Your brain's
Why are you trying to emasculate me, bro? This is what Soul Illuminati was talking about, bro.
gonna fuck with you more than the actual task itself. And sure, there are things that you can do to help, but you can't avoid doing the boring part. The thing we know we should be doing, that we try our best to avoid. They also think that during that period, it's going to be this constant up, 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 and every day is going to be 100%.
Man, hell
when
fucking
in
no.
reality, half the days are
Hell
going to be
fucking
below
no.
average. If you focused for a full year,
Man, there's some days you ain't gonna see fucking shit. There's some days you ain't gonna see fucking nothing, gang.
that means 6 of those months are going to be below average. And most of that time, average doesn't even feel good. Some days are going to be missed. Most days you aren't going to do everything you set out to do.
Man, bro, on a YouTube journey, bro, there were some days I woke up, I see negative sub. I'm like, damn, nigga, was the video that bad? I'm like, god damn, what the fuck?
And maybe 3 of those days are going to go absolutely perfectly when all
I'm
the
like,
stars
2 niggas unsub, nigga, damn. What did I do? Why they say fuck me?
align. But most people give up after 5 days because it gets hard and it doesn't meet the expectations that the world gave us. So
Facts.
when you combine all these things, you understand why locking in over a long period of time is so hard for most people.
But that can
And
be for anything, though. That can be for like fucking school, gang. That can be fucking shit. I don't know, bro. That could be for work, my nigga. That could be all types of shit. Well, if you did a sleep stream, you'd be at 20.
and why it's never really
I'd be at 20. What? No, I'm talking about no YouTube subs. No YouTube subs.
We are biologically hardwired to chase comfort and avoid pain. The big goals we have for ourselves are wants, not needs. And most people don't even know what they truly want and copy other people's 4 a.m. morning routine without creating their own that fits their own goals. They think results are going to happen tomorrow and care about the image of progress versus making actual progress. So when the time finally comes to sit down and do the work we know we should be doing, we stop. So if locking in can work, but it doesn't for most people, then how do you actually make it work? Well, first, step 0 is that you need to have a why, a good
Okay.
why, a great
good why.
but not just
Yes.
a single why, but I would argue y cubed, y to the y to
What the fuck does YQ mean? Yo, you need to have like what's the shit? Oh fuck. Oh my god, I had it, bro. Oh, I had it in my
why.
brain, bro.
Just think about almost any movie or story or anyone in real life. Whenever the character has the moment in which they obsess over a goal
Yeah.
and they lock in, why does that happen? It's because they found their why. Something clicks in
Low-key,
the
bro, you gotta be delusional, my nigga. You gotta be delusional, bro, on God.
mind, and that purpose, good or bad,
You have to
is
be your own biggest fan, like your own dick rider. Yo, dude, I'm my biggest dick rider, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, bro. Yo, dude, there's been some times I'm eating food, bro. I can't even watch these niggas, bro. I gotta watch my old shit on God. Yo, bro, there's some times I dead gotta do that shit, bro. You gotta be your own dick rider, bro. I be in that bitch laughing like I never seen this shit before. I'm like, damn, this nigga, I love this nigga.
something that
I
becomes
wish I could meet
a
him.
need. And it's usually something bigger than themselves, something more than some small, vague, superficial reason, like I want to get strong, but rather something like I need to protect the village from the evil that's gonna come in 5 years or something like that. I don't know. And then once they find that strong reason why, stopping
Yes.
them becomes almost impossible because they will put literally all their efforts into it. Or sometimes they
Yes.
won't stop until they're literally dead.
a cold
Now,
picture,
in the
Kobe.
real world, it doesn't mean you need to save the universe from destruction or anything crazy like that. They need to have your motivation so dark and so important that you sacrifice every little thing that ends up costing you more in the end. But the closer you can make your goal a need, the better. Or else your brain's going to
Yo.
fight you every single step of the way. Because, okay, if you don't pick a goal that you need to do, if it's not something
Yo,
that's
I'm so serious. I'm not even trolling too, bro. Like, there's been mad times where I'm like, damn, I have to rewatch a video. These shits, yo, I'm not gonna lie, for the longest, bro, niggas thought that I was like scripted shit, bro. Hold on, I gotta click this. Yo, for the longest, bro, niggas thought that I was like scripted shit. I'm not trying to like dick eat, bro. Cause I'm gonna go back into it. For the longest, niggas thought I was like scripting shit. Like all my jokes and shit was just on a Google Doc, and I just come on this bitch and just reading the Google Doc. I'm like, nigga, that's not even how that goes. That's not how that goes, bro. In reality, I could not rename a single Chaltom quote ever, never. So I'm rewatching this bitch. I'm like, damn, this nigga, it's a clever young nigga.
so important.
But you gotta have like that willpower. Let me make sure I don't unplug my router, nigga. You gotta make sure you got that that fucking willpower, gang. You gotta have the, what do you say, the why. You need something else. You gotta be delusional, bro. You gotta be I don't know, focused. There's a lot of niggas that's just not focused. You got sometimes, bro. You gotta cut some niggas up out of your life. On God, bro, I'm dead ass. Sometimes you gotta cut some niggas up out of your life. There's a lot of niggas that just be bullshitting, bro. They be on the same bullshit. Ask them what they did today, and then fast forward 3-4 months ago, ask them what they doing again. I guarantee you, it's the same shit.
That you can't stop thinking about it. You simply won't do it. Because the world we live in today gives us so much instant comfort and pleasures and distractions, and this ocean of instant gratification is going to easily drown out a meh reason for doing something. If you're going to do something over a long period of time, you need to have something else as fuel other than your motivational, happy, feel-good emotions.
Facts.
Because one day you feel great, and the next you're questioning the purpose in anything. And if you solely rely on them, then your progress is also going to be random. Just random bursts of motivation that get you nowhere long-term. It's corny, but it's like the quote I said earlier, how any why can overcome any how. Or if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. It sounds kind of corny, but it does have a lot of truth behind it.
All right, that one's kind of corny, but I hear him.
You constantly just do breathing, even though you're not constantly thinking about breathing. And if you don't breathe for 30 seconds, you will do anything to get air because it's a non-negotiable. Or almost any example, if someone said you had to do X, Y, or Z in 6 months, or you're homeless, or they were going to harm you and your family, you would make it work because there's a strong reason there. But like we said before, for most people, there aren't really any real consequences for not achieving your goal. But if you don't set up any consequences, either in real life or mentally, if you know that whether or not you achieve your goals, nothing's going to happen to you, it's basically never going to happen because you're going to default to comfort. Anyways, it has to be a strong why. Without that, nothing matters. Then once you have something that you
uncomfortable though, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable, bro.
Actually care about. Remove everything that is not the goal. Once you have a good why, your brain is still going to fuck with you. It's still going to want to go towards the easier ones, even if the one that you have is massive and will bring you fulfillment and pleasure. You have to remove the short-term instant gratification activities, either your phone or other distractions like
that's a lot of
TV,
words.
sports.
I'm not reading all that shit, bro. That's a lot of words, but like, yes.
Video games, other people, etc. The things we know we shouldn't be doing. Now, I'm not saying you got to go extreme and never, ever, ever do anything ever again, but the more you remove these things, the easier it will be for your brain to focus on the things you truly care about. Then once you have all that down, actually do it. Actually take the actions. Not talking about it, not watching videos, not posting on social media, trying to make it seem like you're doing something, but simply just doing. The times whenever I've made the biggest progress in my life or towards my goals is whenever I said, fuck how I feel and just do what I know I needed to do. Because there have been a lot of times when I have just listened to my brain all day, every day. And all it does is just stop you from doing things you know you want to do by just giving you...
It kills your creativeness. It kills your ideas.
Logical reasons for it.
It kills your expressiveness. I feel like these are good words. These are fucking good words. Bro. These are good words, bro. I'm learning, bro. I'm learning new words, gang. For real. Literally, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, the nigga that said I was illiterate and I need to go back to Barnes & Noble and pick up some books, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen, my nigga. You feel me? Like, these words are only gonna get bigger and bigger.
Action. And probably the most annoying thing about it is that feeling of resistance, that self-doubt, the reason not to do something is literally always going to be there. And because you're...
Indubitably. See? I told you, my nigga. I told you it's getting better. I told you, and that's not even from me reading, bro. That's not even from me reading. That's dead just from the heart, bro. You feel me? Like, I knew the word, bro. I knew the word. You know?
Your brain is you. It literally knows the perfect thing to tell you to stop you from doing the things you know you want to do. It knows how to give you the perfect excuse every time. But because it's a constant and will always be there, if you listen to it, it just means you will never make any progress ever. You know exactly what you have to do, so just do it. It's simple, not easy, sure, but you are literally running out of time. Then the hard part is to just keep going. This is where almost everyone stops.
The hardest fucking part. The hardest fucking part.
It requires consistent.
Whether you want to be a fucking rapper, what I don't know, nigga, an artist, bro, a fucking painter, dude, a fucking whatever the fuck you want to be, bro. To keep going is the hardest part. I'm not gonna lie. And low key, your biggest haters be like the niggas that's like most close to you, bro.
Without getting rewarded for the long time in between. And there's no secret to this. You either do.
It's only like on some temporary shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, them niggas will only hate until you start getting numbers, bro. Until you start doing some type numbers, then all of a sudden you turn into a genius. Like, right now you're a fucking idiot, bro. They're gonna be like, oh my god, yo, you're literally you're dead a loser. And give it Give it a little bit, bro. Once you start seeing numbers, then all of a sudden it's, yo, I used to go to school with that nigga, bro. Nah, dude, he's still the same. Nah, bro, that nigga's still funny, bro. God, like, dick riding like fuck. Nigga, nah, hell nah,
or
nigga.
you do not. Either you keep going or you stop. And once again, it doesn't
You're an idiot until you make it. Then you're a genius.
to be perfect, but even showing up 10% one day is infinitely better than doing nothing at all. I like to think about the Grand Canyon. To get that massive canyon, you need consistency. It took over 5 million years for it to be what it is now. And I would imagine some days a lot of progress was made, while there might have been probably years when nothing happened at all. But to get where it is now, it never truly stopped. It just kept going.
I want to jump
Even
off
if it wasn't going
That's
full
finna be
speed
my
the
13th reason why.
whole time. And finally, this is what's helped me a lot personally. I think the last thing that you can do is expect the hard and embrace it. Of course, this is easier said than done, but a lot of the time, we don't do the things we need to do.
Yo, off topic there, DC2 Trill is on stage right now and they are flaming the fuck out of this nigga. I'm not gonna lie, like they're like completely off top. Yo, they are like it is bad over here. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm reading the chat, bro. I just seen this nigga get called a monkey at least 5 different times.
Because we have the thought in the back of our minds that we're just gonna
I don't think they have any fucking mods over there. It's like
experience discomfort and
it's
sacrifice
war.
the things we want to do over the things we want most. And it's just going to be all bad every single day. But a big reframe I've had in my mind is that instead of thinking that I get to experience discomfort every single day, I try to change it to I get to experience the greatest feeling ever every single day, which is achievement towards personal goals and overcoming resistance. So try to have that glued to the front of my mind to keep going until I remember why I started. And also I think it's helpful to remember that literally no matter what you do, it's going to be uncomfortable. Even if you do nothing and you give into your instant pleasures, you're going to feel uncomfortable knowing that you're not achieving the true goals you have for yourself. And
literally, bro. I never even really thought about it like that. No, literally
it's going
though.
to exist no matter what. You might as well get something from it. Once you start making actual progress towards the goals that you set for yourself through the actions that you're taking and you're overcoming self-doubt.
I'm selling my siege rank stack J's to watch TS, crying face emoji,
pushing through
crying
resistance.
face emoji.
It is by far one of the best feelings ever. But you have to go past that little dip before you see results. But once you get over that hill, it becomes so much easier. Like it doesn't become easy, but easier. But at the end,
Facts.
you're going to be so damn proud of yourself and remember why you started to begin with.
And quit comparing yourself to these niggas, bro. No, great video, bro. Great fucking video, dude. And quit comparing yourself to other niggas, bro. Everybody is at different save points, everybody is at a different point in life. You feel me? On God, my nigga. Quit. You're not that nigga, bro. You're not him, bro. You're you, bro. And you're all that matters, my nigga. Dead ass. You think I'm trolling, my nigga? I'm not playing. I'm not trolling. Why is not I say he's not paying child support? That doesn't fucking matter right now, bro. Yo, listen. Stop comparing yourself. We're all gonna be at different points in life, bro. It might have took this nigga 50 tries to get where he at, bro. It might take you 5,000 tries to get where you at. At the end of the day, bro, if you put your mind to it, gang, it's right there. Nothing is impossible. God. I feel like y'all took nothing what I just said, bro. You know what? YouTube will help me, bro. YouTube knows what I'm saying.